Good morning and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, March 4th. And you can see temperatures in the area quite cold out there, single digits to teens across much of the MAC area. And there is some upper 20s though across the southwest or southeastern portions of the state. Again, it'll be a pretty chilly day today, highs in the low 30s, and then we'll see plenty of sunshine as well. And then we expect a clipper system to bring some light snow into the area tonight. Right now, it looks like the best bet would be around a trace to an inch across the northern areas, maybe 1 or 2 inches across southwest lower Michigan. With the 20 to 1 snowfall ratios, would not even be shocked to see a 3 or 4 inch report. But again, for most areas, it'll be traced to about an inch, inch and a half. Again, not a big system. It'll move out. We'll have a decent day on Saturday. And then we begin our warm up on Sunday as we get into the 40s. Like we'll be in the 50s on Monday. And then maybe the mid 50s to low 60s on Tuesday and Wednesday with some showers moving in. It's going to be a pretty wet week, I think. But there'll be times of sunshine as well, but it's going to be really nice and warm out there. I expect most of the snow to be gone here as we get towards the middle and end of next week. And beyond that, it looks like the warm weather is going to continue. We may drop back a few degrees, but there are signs we can see perhaps our first 70-degree temperature here over the next couple of weeks, along with maybe a couple of chances for some thunderstorm activity. Certainly is going to feel more like spring once we get into next week. If we take a look at the Great Lakes, you can see some pretty cold temperatures out there this morning. Sub-zero at Houghton Lake and Oscoda, down to 2 in Alma. So a very cold morning out there. This could be the coldest morning we see until next winter, possibly. If we look at the climate data for today, our normal high is 37, the normal low is 20. You can see yesterday we had a high of 27, a low of 9 with no precipitation. If you take a look at the snowfall recap from Tuesday's storm, you can see Harbor Beach 14 inches. Places out in the Thumb, a lot of areas around 10, 12 inches. You get into mid-Michigan, 8, 9 inches. And over towards southwest lower Michigan, about 7 to 10 inches there as well. As you went to the northwest, you get up towards Mount Pleasant, over towards Howard City. The further north and west you got, the snow decreased only around 3.5 inches to Howard City. But still a pretty good storm. And again, that might be our last significant storm, winter storm of the winter. Not you can't ever count it out. This is Michigan until you get past April. Something could always happen. We definitely are making a turn towards a very spring-like pattern here, beginning late this weekend into next week. If we take a look at the webcam this morning from Sandusky High School, they got a weather station out there. A little bit of fog. You can also see it on the Marlette and the Brown City cam. So kind of a foggy morning out there, so do be careful. If we look at the satellite imagery, you can see our clipper system that's going to be dropping out of the Dakotas and rapidly moving to the southeast. But behind it, there's no big plunge of cold air coming from the north. In fact, you can see clouds of moisture and warmth surging in from the Pacific towards the northwest, and that's going to allow us to set up into a really warm pattern as we get into next week. If you take a look at the radar, you can see not much going on around the Great Lakes, a little bit of lake effect up towards Traverse City, but that'll be winding down here over the next few hours as we anticipate the clipper system to shift the winds to the southwest out ahead of it. And then we'll see that light snow pattern move in for tonight into Saturday morning. And again, very light, just around trace to an inch, maybe a couple of inches in the southwest part of the state. You can see that clipper on the weather map this morning across the Dakotas moving to the southeast rapidly towards the Great Lakes, and by Saturday morning you can see the low will be across Wisconsin. We expect snow to break out to the north of that system as it slides to the southeast. And if we look at the high temperatures as we skip ahead to Tuesday on the GFS, showing much of the area well into the 50s and 60s across Wisconsin and Illinois. Now the European map, which we can't show you, puts the 60-degree line here from around Saginaw Bay or towards Au Grade back down towards Muskegon. From there south, it has temperatures in the 60s and even the mid to upper 60s across much of southern and lower Michigan. So we could expect a pretty balmy day perhaps on Tuesday. It looks like that'll be the warmest of the days. And if we look at the longer range in the 8 to 14 day, and it's to be noted the 6 to 10 day outlook is very similar, has much of the United States above to much above normal temperatures, and also it's going to be above normal on precipitation. So we're definitely going to be gearing up towards spring here very shortly. And one thing I want to show is our 8th grade team that I coached last night won the championship, the league championship. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to the boys for a nice job. And I want to thank MAC and our manager, Dave Marr, for allowing me to get out a little bit early on many days to help coach these kids. and we had a great season. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for stopping by, and 73s to all.